Have you ever thought, this is going to be my best week yet? Because you just know it is, right? So you have decided, you started getting things done, and you're going through the week and you're starting off strong. Like you got your cravings under control, your stress levels under control, and you're like, this is good. I got it going on. And then boom, middle of the week, like life begins to life, right? And you feel like you're falling off the wagon. Or maybe the wheels of the wagon is falling off and you're just trying to barely hang on. And you're like, oh my gosh, I am not consistent. And you start telling yourself all these things, right? You start telling yourself, like, I'm not a consistent person. And man, I might as well give up. And here I go again. I'm going to have to start over again on Monday. And I'm so sick and tired of starting over every Monday. But you feel as if you're letting yourself down. And what's worse is that you look around and you're like, it looks like everybody's being consistent except for me. I'm here to let you know that that's not true. That is not true. I know your mind will put you into that state, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you about three ways to help you to win, right? So three ways and three strategies that you can use to help you win. But before we even get into these three strategies, I need you to realize that everyone around you is working on consistency, even the ones who are currently consistent. Because one of the things that most people are working on is that they're consistently working on being consistent. You heard me right. They consistently work on being consistent because consistency is hard. Yes, you can say, well, you just need to get into a pattern, just follow that pattern every day, and then you'll be able to do it. But then there's some people that you can't, right? Or there's some people that life just throws a curveball in, and then now the pattern that they've put together, they're unable to use that pattern. But what are three ways to help you to win when you're trying to be consistent? What are three things that you could do? All righty. Number one, plan ahead. So, your goal, what's your goal for this week? My goal is that I would love to eat healthier so that I can lose this weight and I can reduce the stress because burnout is trying to come at me. And no, we ain't about to have that, right? I was on the verge of burnout before. I was able to overcome or reverse it. And therefore, I'm not going back down that alley. Perfect. What are some ways to do that? Plan ahead. Now, planning ahead, what does that do? It helps to reduce the mental load of the thinking that occurs when the stress comes at you. If you want to be able to eat healthier this week and you said, okay, I'm going to plan ahead, I'm going to either meal prep or have things that I like around me, things that I know that will help me to achieve these goals. That's what I'm keeping around me. Things that's not going to help me to achieve the goals, I'm going to get rid of it. So, planning ahead allows that. It decreases that mental load that's needed during times of high stress. You decide to have your meals. You are saying, okay, this week, my goal is to lose 1 pound, 1 pound a week, or even half a pound to 1 pound a week. I know that I need to do said things. One, my meals need to be at least high in protein, right? Based on the discussion that I've had with my healthcare provider, with my trainer, with my coach. This is what needs to happen. So I'm going to have my protein meals and I'm going to plan out how am I going to get protein in the morning? How am I going to get protein at lunch? And how am I going to have protein for dinner within my meals? So you plan that ahead. Why? Because by lunchtime, life starts to happen, especially if you work in a very high stress environment. If you do not have it planned out, by lunchtime, life starts throwing all these buckets of you know what in your face. And you have to start to decide, okay, cravings start coming in. And they're like, I know you said that you wanted to eat this nice, healthy dinner, but we deserve to at least have this high fat, high carb snack. or probably change that meal to that high fat, high carb meal because life is life in right now. And if we don't do that, we probably gonna go off on this person. Or if we don't do that, we're not gonna be able to make it through the day. Or but if you do plan ahead, when life starts to come at you, you have your healthy snack that you can munch on. If you're a person that likes to munch, you have that, right? If you are someone who likes to at least say, okay, I'm going to have this protein meal to decrease this crash that's about to happen. Your Reese have everything planned ahead. Your snacks are planned ahead, your meals are planned ahead, and then you have your contingency plan, right? You have your contingency plan that's there. Now, the second thing that you can do in order to help you win is boom, know your body's signal. Your body will throw out signals at you. You need to be able to be in tune with your body. A lot of times we love to ignore our body. I'm gonna just push through. How many times have you said that? You're probably saying that right now. I'm gonna just push through and then get this later on. But know your body signal and be in tune to it. Now, when your body starts giving you that signal, okay, I'm starting to get stressed, you need to figure out what's causing this stress and ask yourself, what is it that's causing my stress right now? Is it this deadline that somebody just threw upon me? Or is it this argument that I just had? Or is it this information that someone just provided me? What is it that's causing the stress at that moment in time? And then being in tune, you need to be in tune with your body's response, right? How am I feeling? A lot of times that we have feelings bottled up, but we're not in tune with it. We just know we don't feel right. What is the not feeling? Tell me, what are you feeling? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling nervous? What is it? Name that emotion. Get it off. Name it. Because when you are able to name it, then you're able to now do something about it, right? So, am I feeling anxious? Why am I anxious? What is this? Am I anxious about something that's real or am I anxious about something that's perceived? Am I anxious because I think that person is blank? Am I anxious because I feel as if the situation will lead to? Is the situation truly leading to that, right? Or is it that you have projected all of these feelings to an unknown situation, and therefore we have now stirred up anxiety in our bodies, right? Am I feeling angry? What are you angry about, right? Am I nervous? What are you nervous about? Find the feelings, name it so that you're able to respond appropriately to it. Why? Because when we have these unresolved emotions, then at times we start to eat. Some of us will start to eat, and that's the emotional eating. You're emotionally eating because you're not responding to whatever the said emotion is. And therefore, you're now doing this response, which is a nice little cradle cuddly response that your body's, oh, go ahead and give yourself a hug with a nice high carb meal. Come on, baby. Yes, give yourself a hug. And then next thing you know, chips after chips after chips, right? And then candy after candy in your mouth. And then you get this rush of, oh, I feel so much better. But we need to have some more. But we need to have some more. But we need to have some more. And then this cycle just continues because we did not address the underlying cause. What was the underlying cause that led to this emotional eating? We didn't address it because we just didn't feel right. So name it. Name what it is that you're feeling. Be able to name it, and then you can have the appropriate response. Because sometimes it could be just you thirsty, dehydrated. So now you are eating and munching on all of these things when the answer could have just simply been drink some more water. Drink some more water. And now that leads me to my third one. When life comes at you and things don't go according to plan, sometimes you just have to give yourself grace. Yes, you are a planner. Yes, I have it set up. At 9 a.m., I'm doing this. At 9:05, this is getting done. At 9:25, this is getting done. And at 9:37, that person better be out of my office because by 9:38, I want to get this other thing done. And so things are going over. It's no longer within that confined timeline that you've put it. And so now you are angry. Now you're upset. Now you feel out of control. But give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. A lot of times you might need to just give yourself a buffer of time and not be so precise. Give yourself a buffer to reduce that anxiety that will probably come from you being unable to fulfill those rigid timelines that you've set for yourself. Now, with that buffer, there are things that you also need to acknowledge. Now, you've done the buffer, you've done the timeline, but you're still not able to get the results you're looking for. You're still not able to lose that weight. Your stress level is still very high. You're still on your way to burnout. You're this close to burning out. The anxiety level is here, the stress level is here. You're feeling the emotional tense, your stomach has really gone and burning, and you're like, I know I have reflux. I must have reflux. You've done all these things, but you're still not getting any results. This might be a sign that you need to ask for help. Now, I know as a high achieving person, I could do it by myself. I got here and I could get there. There's a song out there actually that I learned. No man is an island. There's a phrase. I learned that song when I was like 6 years old, growing up in Jamaica in the springtime. They usually have like little festivals, and the teacher has to shout out to teachers, by the way. They had to teach all these songs to these little kids. And every evening we would sing this song, No man is an island, no man stands alone. Now, at that point at 6, I didn't understand what that song meant. But as I sit and I'm older and I hear no man is an island, no man stands alone. Each man's joy is joy to me, each man's grief is my own. We need one another, so I will defend each man as my brother, each man as my friend. And as an adult, I sit and I'm like, wow, that is a beautiful song. I just sang it at 6 because I was told to. But now the meaning, it's so much deeper, right? So you need support. Get the support. Why? Because no man is an island and no one stands alone. So, yes, you've been there working on trying to lose that weight. Yes, you've been working on that stress. Yes, you've been working on reducing the burnout. Yes, you've been working on this anxiety. Yes, you've been working on whatever project it is that you're working on. But you've been putting the time in there. And now you're feeling defeated and you're feeling all alone. But like the song says, no man is an island. Get that support that you need. So, if that support is, yes, you might need a coach to help you get things going, to get that mind free of all the stress and the clutter and the mind drama that's going in, to get your mind free of all the, I call it like a vice grip, like the external grip on the mind, making you feel as if you're worthless. You'll never be able to be in a better position than you are right now. What you have right now, that's the pinnacle, and that's the best you're ever going to be. So you might as well suck it up. You know what you need to get out of that? You might need a coach, right? If you're in that position where you're trying to release that excess weight, but that stress is just there, you're unable to get rid of that weight, you might need a coach, or you might need help through medications. So if you need to get that support, right? Get that support. No man is an island. You do not have to do this alone. Now, imagine if you're able to plan ahead and be able to get through your day with the stressors that's going on because you've had this planned, but also understanding why you're feeling this way throughout the day when your mood changes, when you feel that rise of anger or anxiety, being able to name that emotion and then being able to do something about it, but also keeping and being rest assured that if you have tried this on your own, and you need support is out there and it is okay for you to get support, right? Imagine all of this. And you know what? It's possible. It's possible. So if you are out there and you're looking for support in ways to manage your stress because you know that once I get this under control, I'll be able to just bypass this portion of my life and be able to succeed. Reach out. Reach out. You can reach out to me at Dr. Beckford at yourcaringdocs.com. Reach out. Now, imagine that you are there and you've been working on trying to get rid of this excess weight, right? The stress is coming at you, the weight is coming at you, life is coming at you. You're a woman and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in that perimenopause period where I'm just going up and down in my hormones. And no matter what I do, I can't get rid of this belly fat. I need some support. I would love to be able to use some medication to help to support me. Reach out. Dr. Beckford at trulybalancedwellness.com. So you can always book a consult with me. Go to trulybalancedwithadwc.com. If you are looking for coaching support, then go ahead and contact me at Dr. Beckford at yourcaringdocs.com. Support is out there. It is out there. As the song says, no man is an island. No man stands alone. So as you enter into this next phase of your life, right, where it will be the best phase because you know that you have support, you have people out there who can help to get you through. You know that no man is an island and you do not stand alone. You do not have to do this alone. And yes, you can do the planning. Yes, you can be in tune with yourself. Yes, you give yourself grace. And yes, you give yourself support if you need it. I'm Dr. Beckford. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it. I am here to help. Reach out. Reach out to me, Dr. Beckford at yourcaringdocs.com if you're looking for coaching support. Or you can go to trulybalancedwc.com if you're looking for some clinical help to get rid of that excess weight. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.